Alrighty, so before we get started with the questions, let me first throw in some simple questions to get used to each other and smooth things in a little bit. So yeah, how's the tour going so far? And I've heard you shouting like 20 and 15 years since the first and the second album, so are you guys doing something special?
The tour's been going great so far. We've been off since Halloween of last year. We did a couple of runs in the U.S., finished up Halloween weekend, and since then we've had 2 shows in the U.S. in February. Other than that, we've just been home, getting reacquainted with our home lives and, you know, jamming, practicing, whatever, and just kind of taking a break from the road. So we just started up in Europe, the Concrete Confessional tour, part 1 for Europe, because we really haven't done any shows over here since the album came out. It's been out for almost a year now, you know, so we figured we got to get over here and do some headline stuff. We don't want to only do festivals all the time. It's good to reacquaint with your fans, you know, on the headlining level, on the club level, instead of just playing large festivals to 50,000 people all the time, you know, or you know, larger level where not all your fans are there, and not everyone's going to buy an expensive ticket to come see you, you know. So this is more intimate, it's more up close and personal. So we're 4 shows in right now. We just started. And a majority of the tour is in Germany, and that's one of our favorite places to play. I really think Germany's like the heavy metal capital of the world, you know, and it has been for a long, long time. And it's always treated us great. So we're in Berlin tonight playing the Astra, and it was awesome. Yeah, and we have this year is the 20th anniversary of the album Satisfaction is the Death of Desire. And we're talking about doing some special stuff for that. It would be later in the year because we have so much touring coming up. We're doing this part 1 of the tour in Europe, and then we go to South America in May for about 10 days, and we're doing some festivals down there with Five Finger Death Punch and Slayer, Anthrax. Yeah, big bands and big festivals, so that'll be good. And some headliners. We're going to Uruguay for the first time, or Uruguay, however you say it. I don't want to mess it up, no offense. We're going there for the first time, so we've never been there. That'll be great, doing a headliner there. And then we're doing the Vans Warped Tour this summer in the U.S., which is a long tour, big summer festival tour throughout the United States, and that's about a month and a half. So we're going to be on the road for a long time. And then we're coming back to Europe after that, too, so for some more headliners and festivals. So later on in the fall, probably September, October, November, December, somewhere in there, we might do some stuff for the anniversary of Satisfaction is the Death of Desire. It's also the 15-year anniversary of Perseverance in March. It was March 26th, I believe. So nothing really special planned for that. We had already done a 10-year anniversary thing, you know, a couple years back, so it's just good to play some of the songs off that record. You know, maybe we haven't played in a while, or we play the usual ones that we play, and the fans still love it.
The fans went crazy.
They go crazy for it, man. They love it, and it's awesome. And I like playing the songs too because every album is different. You know, we took a different approach for everyone, and every album has its own like nuances that make it different from the other one. Although never losing the identity of being Hatebreed. So playing the songs is always fun. So yeah, we'll see what the rest of the year brings towards the end of the year. We'll see what that brings for the anniversaries of those albums. But we might start writing some new stuff too, you never know.
Okay, you guys were hardcore today, but I've heard that Frank is the most hardcore party guy in the band.
Hardcore party guy? Oh yeah? Yeah?
Does that make sense?
Yeah, he's pretty hardcore all around, man.
On a scale from 0 to Frank, how much are you a party guy?
0 to Frank, me. Okay, well, me and Frank are the party buddies, so I'm not going to say I'm on his level because I would never say that. Frank's got his own thing going on. But at the end of the night, you know, when we're about to roll right now, we'll probably kick back, have some beers, we'll crank some tunes. That's me and Frank. We usually hold it down. We're up pretty late. And we listen to some choice music that we love from our childhood all the way up to now, and that's what we do, man. We hang out. But yeah, Frank can party. He's tough to keep up with. Yeah, he's a good partier. He's a pro.
You've been guys together for a long time, and after such long period, everyone gets known for something. Like this guy sleeps a lot, this guy eats a lot, this guy is always drawing. Like, what's your thing? I
don't know. I don't know what the other guys would say. I don't know.
Doesn't have to be.
No, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Wayne would probably have something to say because I bust his balls a lot.
Well, okay.
But that's it. Otherwise, I don't know. You'd have to ask them. I don't know what they would say. I don't think I get really yelled at for doing anything specific. If I am doing anything specific, they're probably talking shit behind my back, and they don't say anything to me yet. Maybe they will one day, but I don't know. Wayne would probably kick my ass though. He's probably getting sick of me making fun of him all the time.
Okay, so let's talk about music now.
All right.
You guys have actually never experimented with anything that is completely different. Like when you put a record and people wouldn't recognize your sound for it, and the vibe and the essence of the band can be heard throughout all the albums. And the way that it usually goes is when you get older, like your taste changes a bit, but that's never been the case for Hatebreed. So not to make the question uncomfortably long, how did you guys keep the vibe going this long?
Two things, I think. It's the music that we like. We write what we like, you know, and we don't let a song get on a record unless we like it. Like, we're fans of it, you know?
Okay.
But also, we're a band that likes to give our fans what they want. You know, next album, we're not gonna write a jazz record just to say, well, we're trying new things. We're trying to be experimental, man. Let us breathe as artists. I mean, yeah, there's a little, an element of that. I think if you go back in our catalog, and you'll see that we've experimented here and there with things. But overall, the music we write is the identity of the band. And the live show, it all goes with it. The fans are loyal to us because of it. They know what they're going to get out of a Hatebreed record and out of a live show, you know. And we know what we want to give to them, and we don't mess with that. When you start messing with that, it's not good.
Okay.
And that's it. So we give the fans what they want. We love our fans. They love us back, and that's it.
Okay, nice words. If you compare the way that you make the album since you started and now, you find that technology has been, or has reshaped the way people make music. Because nowadays you can just program everything and pre-make everything, just sit in your basement at home, type in your keyboard.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, well, let's see. That's a thing now. Even kids are writing records in their bedroom, and they're programming everything. And I don't know. To me, I like it to be more organic. I like being in a room, making noise, being in the garage, being raw, figuring things out, messing up first, and then figuring out what's awesome and what's not. You know, I mean, you could sit there and just program everything, and you can go make the drums go 1,000,000 miles an hour and stuff. And yeah, that's all great. I mean, I guess it's good. Everything has a place, but the world has become more reliant on technology because of that. Because you could just do a whole record in your bedroom.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know, you don't even have to play live. But that sucks too, because especially us, like, we're a live band. There's that organic energy when you're in a club, you know, and the electricity when you start playing, and people are feeling what you're putting out, and everyone's going crazy and singing every word. Like, you can't get that from your fucking bedroom.
Yeah.
You know? So, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it directly. You know, I see where technology works in the studio. Let's take money, for example. Like, you don't have to spend millions of dollars to have this huge, big budget to go into this big studio anymore and have to spend 3 weeks there and eating up all this money, you know, recording 10 songs. You could do it in your bedroom and save a lot of money and put that money in your pocket, because you're a working musician and you're going to go on tour and you need that money, you know? Mm-hmm. So I see that. I see that side of it. We've done both. Perseverance was done in this $100,000 studio, you know, live-in studio, and we had a chef, and like, we were fucking recording every day, and there was a horse barn next to us, and you could go ride a damn horse around a meadow if you wanted to. The people there were awesome. That was 2002. It was a different time, you know. Take now, 2016, the Concrete Confessional. We did it in a small studio in like an office business park. It's one room, 2 rooms, the tracking room and the control room. 2, 3 people in there tops. At the end of the day, you open the garage, you start up your car, you leave, you're done. Everything that you need is right there in a room that's no bigger than this.
Okay.
But it still works. You still capture that sound, you know.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a long answer. Everyone's probably bored already, but yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it works both ways. Technology, I think, to a certain extent, is a necessity. At the same time, it's kind of cheesy, though, when you're just sitting there on your computer dicking around like you write a whole record. Like, there's no energy to it. There's no feeling. There's no heart. There's no... It's all digital.
Okay, so where do you get the feelings for? inspires you the most?
Other players, other bands, other music. I think like I like some fast stuff. I like some slow stuff. I like some groovy stuff. I get inspired by a lot of funk drummers because I think they're the best drummers out there. I love jazz. I love speed metal. I love death metal. Take Trey from Dying Fetus for example. That guy's insane. He's so good, but he's so clean. He still has a lot of feel. I get inspiration from guys like that for the heavy stuff. When I'm messing around at home, I really like ghost notes. I like the feel, the quiet stuff, the dynamics. I try to incorporate a little bit of everything, like that stuff and the heavy stuff into my Hatebreed playing, But then, there's like a lot to be pissed off about nowadays with the world, especially in the United States.
Yeah.
We're in some weird area right now as a country, and everyone's got their opinions about it on Facebook and all this bullshit. Like everyone's a politician all of a sudden, so I get pissed off at that. Like everyone's a fucking armchair politician, So I don't know what direction we're going in, but either way, you're just like it's an uneasy feeling as an American. Like what's going on? So you draw inspiration, anger, emotions out of that too. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on or change the subject a little bit and talk some history.
History.
How did you get into drumming?
I originally tried to play guitar.
I've heard that story.
Yeah, it's a true story. I suck at guitar. I just don't have the. First of all, I would play lefty. Now, I'm a righty, but I would play lefty. And when I was trying to take lessons for guitar, everyone was like, "No, you don't do it like that. You do it like this." So of course, I was going to suck because that's not how I feel it. So I tried guitar. I sucked. My uncle Russell, my mother's brother, was a drummer. He said, "I got this old drum set. You want to try drums? I'll give you the kit for free, but I'm not just going to give it to you to bang on and make all this crazy noise and stuff. Take lessons. Take a couple lessons. See if you like it. If you think you get the knack for it, if you feel it, I'll give you the kit. And there you go. You're off and running." That's what happened. So I had this. I wish I had the kit now, man. It was just an old Ludwig, like red sparkle kit, like Ringo from the Beatles. Kind of like that setup. And that's where I started. And then you just start playing drums with kids in school. And then you start playing locally, get into bands, you're networking out with other people. I met a guy who was connected to Hatebreed, and I didn't have a band. They needed a drummer at the time. Went and tried out. The rest is history.
Okay. If someone is trying to get into drums for the first time and you just like still experiencing how this whole stuff works, what tips would you give him to become a professional drummer?
To become a professional, well, first thing, don't get discouraged. First of all, with the playing, I know it's easier said than done, but first of all with the playing, because you're going to hit these bumps in the road where you can't get fast enough, or you can't get that exact feel, or you're reading music and you just don't understand it or whatever. Just keep going. It's true what they say. You put 10,000 hours into something, you'll be an expert, right? Okay. It's true. Just keep slaving away. Your muscles in your body will figure it out, and one day you'll just feel it like you want to feel it, and you'll get over that one hump, and then it's on to the next one. Don't get discouraged either at some of the people that you'll meet along the way, because locally, whether it's in school, in your local scene, on a bigger level where you're touring or whatever, you're going to meet a lot of dickheads. Don't let them get to you. There's more people out there that suck, I think, than are actually awesome. You find the awesome ones that you click with and you stick with them. Don't let the dickheads get you down. A lot of people are going to talk shit. Don't listen to them. Just keep playing. Keep jamming with other people. Keep doing this or that, and just continue your path. Okay. That's like first and foremost fundamentals.
What's the least thing you would encourage people to do when they start out?
Right now, drugs. Dirty shit. It's okay to have your party. Everyone likes to have some beers. Even smoke a little weed these days, I guess, but there's some hardcore shit out there that you think you're partying with, and all of a sudden it takes you over, and it'll ruin a lot more than just your musical ability. Okay.
Let's talk about your life in the band. You've been with Hatebreed for a long time now. Is there something that still challenges you every single day and makes you always keep going hard and trying to keep with the pace?
Seeing a lot of awesome drummers out there. You surf around YouTube, or some bands that we're playing with, whether in Europe or throughout the US, some younger bands, and these guys are fast and they're awesome and they just have their chops together and they're just really relaxed back there. And, you know, it's a different approach from what I was used to when I started. You know, I took lessons and I had to figure out the concept. Now you just get on YouTube and no matter what you want to learn on a base level or expert level, it's all right there. And kids are just in their bedroom shredding, man. And then you got these young guys out here who are fucking amazing drummers. So you just got to keep up with. I mean, I do what I do. I'm not trying to be like anybody else. Like you said, at this point, I've been in Hatebreed for 16 or 17 years. And I feel that, you know, my drumming is part of the identity of the band, and I'm cool with that. Whether you like the band or hate the band, I'm a part of it. So, you know, I'm not trying to change myself in any way, but I'm definitely trying to better myself. And by seeing cats like that who can blow my doors off, it's inspiring. You know, so I work on the pads, I work on the chops when I'm at home, I work on them out here. I like to check out some drummers here and there, and maybe they're doing something cool, or maybe they added something to their setup that's pretty cool. You know, it sparks my interest, and I just keep my eyes out for stuff like that. That keeps me going. And, you know, I'm a little older now. I've been in the band for that amount of time, and I've been touring like this for that amount of time. So after a while, it's going to beat your body up. You know, we spend like more than half the year on the road. So I'm not sleeping in my own bed every day. It's not like I'm in a comfortable situation all the time. So health-wise, it's a cliche thing to say, but you got to keep yourself healthy. You do got to drink a lot of water. You do got to take your vitamins. You got to watch out for what habits you have out there, and you know, keep yourself on the up and up so you can keep going. I don't know how many more years I'll be able to do this. I mean, I want to do it forever. You got to be conscious of these types of things so you can hopefully do it forever.
These were my questions. I can't improvise anymore. I dropped the mic.
That's it. Mic drop.
Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome, man.